Peloton's a game-changing indoor cycling bike. Brings the energy of live studio classes right to your home anytime you want. 14 live rides a day, 10,000 more on demand. Go to Peloton.com or visit your local showroom. Listen, man, it's the playoffs. These games are hard to win. It takes balanced teams. It usually takes great quarterback play, although Dallas won despite not having that. But the one team I'm just over with is the Houston Texans. I've never trusted them. But, I mean, the things I see with that team drive me crazy. Deshaun Watson trailing by 3 touchdowns, picking up a first down and signaling, first down. Self-awareness, line 1. J.J. Watt flexing after tipping balls, trailing by 3 touchdowns. Listen, you've been to the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 years, and you've been smoked all 3 times. Your only wins against Connor Cook, the Raiders' third-string quarterback. There's a reason the NFL puts you on the first game of the weekend on Saturday. They want to get you in and out of the playoffs as fast as they can. Give me a break. I just see too much ego, too many celebrations. Congratulations on a meaningless first down. Come on. You're trailing at home by 3 touchdowns. There's always an excuse with Houston. J.J. Watt's not healthy. We don't have the right quarterback. Jadeveon Clowney's not healthy. You had all 3 and you embarrassed yourself. I think, frankly, I'll go on the record saying I think the window's closed. I think it's over for Houston. Not because I don't like Deshaun Watson. This irritates me. I think he has great potential. But the Colts have the better coach. Right now, they don't have as good a roster, but they've got the better quarterback, 9 draft picks, $100 million in cap space, and the better general manager. I think this division is going to look a lot like Tom Brady's division the last 15 years, where the Colts are at the top of it, and then, the Texans every few years will get in, and every few years Tennessee will get in, but Jacksonville needs a new quarterback. Tennessee does and doesn't know it, and I'm just not into the culture of the Houston Texans. I see a lot of celebration and a lot of flexing and a lot of this and a lot of that, and I'm just done with it. I am just absolutely over them. And when I see Indianapolis, all I hear is process and team and us and we, and here's Andrew Luck afterwards.
The message has always been, how are we getting better this day? How are we getting better this day? It's never been results focused. We have goals, and we'll talk about those goals, but we realize it's all about what are we doing to get to that goal, and the cycle of the week, the cycle of the day, getting the most out of each other, getting the most out of yourself. So in that sense, it's been really fulfilling because we've kept getting better and better and better, and it's been very energizing.
Let me just say this. Let me talk a little bit about Andrew Luck. This weekend, there was no Tom Brady, no Drew Brees, or no Patrick Mahomes. The quarterback play was not very good this weekend, was it? Oh, there's one exception. Andrew Luck was amazing. Folks, there are certain arguments I will no longer debate people on. The earth is flat. You just argue that with other losers. That dinosaurs did not exist. No, we have bones. They were really big. Man landing on the moon was fake. Again, talks amongst yourself. The grown-ups are not going to partake in that conversation. The earth isn't flat. There were dinosaurs, and man did land on the moon. And here's the other one. Andrew Luck's great. If you don't get it, that's a you problem. For the first time in his career, he's got an offensive line. He's amazing. 9 draft picks, $100 million cap space. Folks, it's just the beginning. They have the best young GM in football. But here's the problem, and I don't blame fans for not getting Andrew Luck. I mean, it seems obvious to me, but fans only appreciate what they see. That's why when Patrick Mahomes does a no-look pass, fans are like, oh, my God, because you can see that. But you can't see preparation. You don't get practice. You don't see Andrew Luck in a film room. You don't see pre-snap. Andrew Luck is playing at a completely different level than 99% of the quarterbacks that have ever played pre-snap. Manning, Brady, Breeze, Andrew Luck, I'm telling you, history of the game, but you don't see Andrew Luck's film study. You don't see him pre-snap. That's why we've never truly appreciated Tom Brady. Because what happens when you see a quarterback make a great play and Trubisky's scrambling around and he makes a great play, or Carson Wentz is scrambling around and he makes a great play, and Patrick Mahomes is scrambling around and makes a great play. Do you know why that quarterback's in chaos? Because he didn't audible out of the pressure. Tom Brady's almost never in chaos. Andrew Luck's almost never in chaos. Because if you really do your study and you're really capable of being great in this league pre-snap, you audible out of the problems. You don't have to ad-lib. You don't have to throw left-handed. You don't have to throw no look. You don't have to, like Trubisky, make it up on the go. You don't have to. You've audibled out of that. And with Andrew Luck, he looks when he throws. He only throws right-handed, and he's very rarely in chaos. Now, early in his career, because their offensive line was atrocious, he was constantly in chaos and threw a lot of interceptions. But I understand why people don't appreciate Andrew Luck. I get it. But I'm not going to argue anymore. When you watched all the quarterbacks this weekend, if I'd have told you the guy facing Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt will light it up, aren't those the two big coveted defensive linemen outside of Khalil Mack in the playoffs? J.J. Watt and J.J. That guy with two rookies starting on the offensive line. That's why I made him MVP. You can name 8 Cowboys. You can name 8 Chiefs. You can name 7 Chargers. Take Andrew Luck out. Try naming 4 Colts. Like, I can't help you anymore. If you think the earth is flat, argue amongst yourselves. I'm over it. If you think dinosaurs didn't exist, knock yourself out. But I've seen the bones. I went to Yale University's Dinosaur Museum. They existed. Otherwise, they spent a lot of money trying to fool us. I mean, one quarterback this weekend was like, oh, my God. And he did it against the best defensive line, arguably, in the sport. And pure talent up front, Houston. On the road. Had just beaten him a month ago. Kind of hard to do that again. All right, coming up, where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong, Trent Dilfer.